blah 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 blah. Just being weird. Don't mind me. Okay, so here we are. We are live. We are ready to go. See that neck vein? I'm being really weird today. All right, so today, Thundercloud Thundercloud Kudum has spawned, and I might go for it. I don't know. Should I go for it? It's Thundercloud. I don't want to go all the way up there with my main though. I just nah. Why is Fuger still this yellowed thing? I don't understand. Okay, whew. Let's just relax for a minute now. Okay, let's just relax. So today has been a very successful day. I've already burned all my agris for the day, but the dailies just scared me. We're going to be going over to Jade Starlight Forest. That's the place nearby.
The history of a bet.
So we're going over to Jade here for some more money making because Jade IMO is one of the best spots in the game. Can't change my mind. Also, I do have the entire Karlstein set now. I have the main and sub weapon as well as the armor, hat, and shoes. So I officially have it. It's completely crafted, by the way. I never bought it from the store, even though some people might, try to say that. I don't know really what I'm going to put in these open spots down here, but that's fine. We'll figure it out some point in life. I do have one Dragon's Blessing left, and do they have... It's just like the two... wait, no, this is a normal thing. They have another apparel bag, but this won't let me put my Karlstein crafted set into it, so it's like whatever, They're doing like daily 100 for or loyalty thing. Is this the 100? No, I don't think so. Wait, when does this reset? Resets at midnight. So no, that's not it. Nothing for silver. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna go head over to Jade real quick. Now the dailies have reset. That means that I can actually accept the what are they called? The dailies. That's how that works. Dailies have reset, so I can accept the dailies. Nice. I'm number one big brain. So we're going down to Joden real quick. I'm just going to auto path while I double check. Do I have feed in my... Yes, I do. Get 100, please. Keep an eye peeled for a snow tornado, by the way. I don't see any nearby yet. I think that was... it's just a mountain over there. Okay. So I've already grinded today is what I'm trying to get at here. You can tell by the 4 hours remaining on my timer. I've already grinded for 2 hours earlier today. 2 hours. And I'm not really wanting to grind when I don't have agris. Also, I just realized, holy cow, that was loud. I turned up my volume because I was going through on my season character. And not that one, this one. I had to crank up the voice volume because I couldn't hear anybody. So this should be live stream levels of volume. Yeah, it's better. So we're just going to do the daily. I might do... Why are you yellow now? Why? I've talked to you. I've been here for over 50 hours and that guy... Yeah. So pretty much we're going to go to the... It's kind of like where the Marnie spot is. We're going to go there and then, kind of play it by ear pretty much. See if there's somebody there. If there is, and I might server hop or might go to Marnie. I might save Marnie for like the last hour or something. But the goal today is to do 3 hours on stream today just because. For those of you wanting to grind places, now might actually be a really good time to go potentially get your grind on because season servers, a lot of people are doing season characters and stuff like that. I personally am not right this minute. I'm not too concerned about it. Eventually I might be, but I just made my character today and was going through a little bit in between this morning and just now, really. So I'm not going to be using agris. I do have a 30% here, so I will be using that. Vel's Heart as well. And just go ahead and... I keep forgetting to pop these, so I'll pop one of these, and then we'll pop that. Get that going. I think that is it. Pet feed. Alright. Straight into grinding today. So the goal has been for the last couple of days, try to get 1 billion every single day, and so far that's been going over very, very well. The biggest, I guess you could say, priority is just to make 1 billion liquid silver a day, preferably in like junk. That would be even better, but this morning I did 2 hours, a little over 2 hours actually, and finished with a little over 600 million. I just barely got 30k trash because my Agris ran out like halfway through the second hour, so I just went until I got like 30k. My goal per hour here is roughly 10k. If I can get 10k an hour for 3 hours, no Agris, that'd be pretty good. In those 3 hours, that would mean 600 million. So it's about 200 million an hour for just junk loot. Any capstones I get or ancient spirit dust that then could be turned into capstones is going to be considered potential silver, because I'm going to sell maybe every 14 days. Whenever I get enough for like the loyalty one day, I'll probably sell all my capstones. Maybe I want to try to sell more than like 1,000 or 2,000 at a time, but today alone, I don't know how many capstones have I made today. Capstones, I've made 83 today, and that was with the daily? Without daily. With daily earlier today. That's not including, well, it is including ancient spirit dust, I believe. It's like 20 to 30 capstones an hour on average in my experience, and that includes like ancient spirit dust, any of like the rarer mobs that might spawn. Actually, that's with no Wainwinter or Dreadwinter guardians. So that's just like mob kills and ancient spirit dust. That being said, though, there are plenty of different ways to make capstones in this game. Mansham, I believe, is one of the better places. Thornwood is also another really good spot for them, apparently. I can't bring myself to leave Jade because of the junk loot per hour is really good. Like, maybe if you get 70 capstones an hour, that's realistically like 210 million before taxes. But if the junk loot, I don't know, to me, like, junk loot is like the way to make money without value packs. With value packs, then, you know, distortion earrings or some other rare like 300 mil for one item drop. Like, I got an iridescent lightstone earlier here today too, so that was like an hour's worth of silver right there for me. Like, if I can get iridescent lightstones every single hour, like, that's best money I can make. But it also requires a value pack. So also, I have not listed that thing because I have this feeling whenever I go to actually sell like all my capstones, I want to make sure I have the value pack going. But I also want to make sure that when I do go to do that, I'll have a an iridescent lightstone or two to go. There's a potential for more to spawn from now until oop, here comes a dragon. I have what, 1,300 loyalties, I think it was. Yeah, 1,300 loyalties, so I need to wait another, provided I don't buy the 100 loyalties from the shop. I need to wait maybe like another week or so. There's the animation interruption. So my goal for tonight is just to grind here for about 3 hours, see how much money we make in junk loot. Not being an Agris sort of thing, being at the, what are we at, 203.5% drop rate right now. The next hour is going to be 30 less because I don't have Dragon's Blessings. That's a bit of a shame, but you know. Could always purchase like a campsite buff, but yeah, it's fine. ba ba ba. Sorry, this music score lives rent free in my head these days. Oh, he wasn't dead. I thought he was. Ooh, another shard. Heck yeah. So pretty much any one of those shards that I get from here on out, I'm thinking of just making like I think it's the armor ones. I still need to do some research as to which one gives me the most cron per like mystical shard. But I do want to start making those so then I can make outfits to then burn for cron stones. Or, I mean, I could always start working on maybe like my Dark Knight or another character getting a full Karlstein outfit as well. The option's always there, you know. I just hate the feeling of just like sweat. Random thought, but it just feels kind of weird. It literally just like a pool of sweat on me. Weird thought, I know. Moving on. Not these guys. These guys are a meme. I hate them. Of course, I get also a totem that doesn't actually help me against them. I don't think the lamp does anything for even the small guys. Does it actually knock them onto the ground? I don't remember anymore. Like even a stone totem against the big guys, it's not the best. how my brain's functioning. Nice. Capstones. Only been 2 so far. Amazing. Ooh, an ember. Nice. First ember of the day. Well, I had one earlier, but first one of the stream. Another dragon? There's 2 now. Is this just a dragon hour? Because I usually get like 1 every 2, maybe 3 hours. This is one. This is now 2 in less than 15 minutes. Got the usual mem, hard, sharps, or hards, sharp. Trace of Ascension is nice. Those are used in leather glaze. Oh man. So it does knock him on the ground. That's good to know. Been here for like almost 50 hours and I don't know, at this point I just don't care to know some information, it feels like. Drops us, yeah, to 193.5. So usually it's like every 10 minutes I fill up on inventory weight. It seems to be that it's almost like 15 to 20 minutes now. I don't even have like the warning yet. There it is, 115. Should we head over to Kudum? They added in a Heart of Kudum, by the way. It kind of is like the Heart of Garmoth or the Heart of Karanda. It's, I think, only a sub-weapon thing, though. And to be honest with you, I don't know if I want one of those on my sub-weapon. I think you can put a Garmoth's Heart on sub-weapon. I don't know. Might wait another like 4 more minutes or so and then head over to Kudum, because it'll be 25 minutes into it. I don't want to waste too much time not grinding here, so. That like 5 minutes or so that I could go to Kudum, there's like a potential to get the 10 million gold bars. And if I'm only there for like, let's say 5 minutes and I make 20 million or 30 million, or heck, even like 10 million silver, like that's really good time investment for money, so. If people want to shun me for not going to a world boss when it spawns exactly and attacking it until it dies, go complain to Pearl Abyss on Reddit. I'm sure they'll pay attention, just like TTV did not too long ago. Literally saw him in game, and I decided I would commit to the Kudum fight before he said anything, like as I was character swapping. And then I show up and I just hear him like moaning and complaining, like, this isn't fair, AFKers get so much more good loot. And it's like, no, dude. And then after that fight, I went over to Reddit just out of curiosity, and that dude had like a full-on like 500-page essay about how Pearl Abyss should punish those who are AFK at bosses. And it's like, what? Why should Pearl Abyss punish people for not wanting to participate and lose like 300 million crystal or 300 silver crystals? Like, what? Yeah, it was about 20 minutes that I filled up in inventory weight, so probably gonna get about half loot per hour, which will probably be like 7,500, maybe 8. Agris is definitely the best way to go about grinding here for sure. I need to find a place that is decent without Agris and just kind of go there, maybe on stream or something like that. I don't know. I was looking at the clock. I didn't even check to see. I really don't think Kudum is going to be killed, but I'll double check just in case. No, Kudum is only 45% right now. And on that note, I will be swapping over to do that. And here's my new character. It's another Dark Knight. That one's going to be my new Veralt. And my new Veralt that I'm trying to get up to be like my second main character. Once I get her gear up a little bit more, then I can probably drop her off at places like, for right now, she would be doing like the potion grind, so Sherikon Necropolis right now. And then after I'm done with all of that, then I might consider putting her maybe, I don't know, like Star's End or somewhere else. Somebody's complaining, this boss makes no sense. Having a hard time comprehending a boss that is like the simplest thing in the world, really? Maybe I've been to too many Kudum fights, I don't know, but gosh. That orb nearly ended me. That other one almost did too. Whew. Doesn't really matter if I die, but I just don't want to. Alright, so we go yellow. Gosh. Sheesh. That was close. Okay, Kudum, you and me, baby, let's dance. Trying to bait him out so he doesn't go after anybody else. Oh, gosh. Gosh, that was close. I knew it. That's gonna give me the debuff. So if you want to avoid the debuff, get into frontal guard at all times, or try to stay in frontal guard when you're fighting Thundercloud. It's the best way to go about it, honestly. Ooh, gosh. Also, once you have the Purify effect, he cannot do it to you again, or she. Kudum. I don't think the ancient machines or ancient weapons have a gender, but... Took a back attack for being a little slow there. Uh-oh. Coming up right away? No? And pop up. Okay, I misjudged. Alright. There's another campsite here. Let's go ahead and put those away. And we'll head back to the Jade Grind. Wasn't the most amount of silver, but I also didn't fight it for very long either. If I would have done a lot more damage than you. I've actually gotten 300 million one time off of a Kazarka fight, so sometimes world bosses are worth it. If you go to them, then they can be worth it. If you like plan a lot of your time around it. Some people will say they're not worth it. They just don't give as much silver. They don't give as much materials and everything else. And that might be true for the more average player, but for those of you who very much like myself love to go to world bosses for that like rare chance spawn stuff, and you never know until you try sort of concept, I think it'd be worth it 100%. Let's put my trash away. Go ahead and put my trash on my horse over here. Move that around. Move that around. Nice. That was really the first beard of the big guys. Wow. I swear, man. Had to sneeze. When it comes to like the beard quest, the big guys are the ones that really just like to just screw me over, I swear. apparently need to get better sleep or something. Or maybe it just goes to show just how, like, mind-numbingly repetitive this whole thing really is. Really. Sorry. I thought the microphone was a little further away from my face. There's 2 beers in 31 minutes. That was interesting. Hey, sir, how's it going? All the mobs disappear because of node war time or something? What just happened? Current time IRL is 5:46 p.m. Don't know what happened to all the mobs. I am in 1? There's no siege war in progress. I don't get it, but I guess we'll server swap. For the record, you can't be in Marnie Zone in the first server of like a group, mainly because of node wars. That was weird. So all of a sudden they all disappeared. I thought at first maybe my game was crashing, like network error or something, but stream looks fine, so I know it's not the internet. That server just had enough of my presence, I guess. Nobody shows they're here, so might as well just continue. Weird. Maybe there's a node war happening at 6, so they like kill all the mobs off like 15 till or something. I don't know, I'm just trying to make sense of why all of a sudden they all just like disappeared 15 till. Node wars are, I thought Thursday. Today is Thursday, so I don't know. Holy rubber bands, dude. Is there really only one here? What? I'm so confused. So yeah, jump without Agris is not the greatest. 40 minutes for 5k. If I can get maybe like 8k, that'd be nice. But it really is looking like 7.5. With Agris, I do believe Jade is like one of the best spots to go to. Without... The biggest thing really relies upon killing the mobs, and they're in such like small numbers, and defeating a few of them, like 38 was the highest of the 3, and it was the big guy. Unless you get the big guys all the time, you just don't get that much junk loot. So for maybe the second half of the stream here, after the first hour, I might try to grind in somewhere else. Jade is a great place and all, but I try maybe, I was thinking maybe like Thornwood or something. Heck, I might even go to Turos for a little bit, just do the daily there and move on. Or, like I was trying to do last night, I might even end up at Bandits. You start working on those cup pieces again. Might go Bandits. We'll see. I have 20 minutes to decide where I want to go. I mainly at this point just want to get the freaking dailies done. In 40 minutes and I've gotten 3 beards from these big guys. This is why I try to avoid a lot of like random based quest completions, like, oh, obtain this sort of loot item, and it has like a 50% chance or even like a 90% chance it'll still take me like half an hour to do. One more beard from the big guys. I think after I get my daily, I'm just gonna go ahead and skedaddle. The other spots in Mountain of Eternal Winter aren't the greatest when it comes to like money per hour. I might go to Bandits. Emperor Frost, baby! Another ember, nice. Maybe that other server was just cursed, I don't know. That other server is cursed. We have 4 embers on this one. Or at least 3? I don't... What was that? I just did like 4 packs and got 3 embers. Actually 5 packs. Jade Starlight Force is like, he wants to go to bandits. We gotta keep him here. Oh no, he just finished his daily. He's gonna leave. What on earth was that? Realistically, I just want to go back and kill this guy. That's about it. I think I'm gonna go to bandits. I mean, even Castle Ruin would actually pretty... Castle Ruin's pretty decent, I would say. With just loot scrolls. Bear in mind, I used to go to Castle Ruin all the time. Maybe 3 months ago? 3.5, something like that. I don't remember the specifics. Alright. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to burn a little bit of my buffs here. Turn off the loot scrolls, please. Go ahead and add some more. Let's go head over to Joden, the node manager here. I feel like I can make more money over at bandits for no agris than Jade here with no agris, for sure. Hello, there we go. Okay, I was thinking that might have been one of my friends, but it wasn't. As is tradition, I like to destroy these because it's the only knowledge I don't have at S. There we go, baby! We now have everything at Jade Starlight Forest at an S rank. Ba-bam. Amazing. I probably will still out of tradition do that from time to time. Just be like, remember when we didn't have that? Back in my day, we didn't have S rank knowledge on everything. So, to kind of talk about loot, we did end up with 30 capstones. I got 10 from killing the mobs, and then I can make 5 more from Ancient Spirit Dust. And that was about 50-ish minutes, 47, somewhere around there. Should have saved the extra 30% drop rate for bandits. We're going over to bandits, Serendia, Elvia bandits. Because, one, I need the cut pieces for my accessories when I actually get to Pen. I'm going to add them on to probably Pen Tungrad. Tungrad's a pretty solid set of accessories IMO, so I'm going to start cracking on those resources. Plus, with like Seed of the Void and some of the other things there, you can get quite a bit of money there. You know, Seed of the Void is like 10 mil, and a lot of the other resources, once you get like all the cups made, then they're basically just extra free money, so... let's go ahead and put stuff away. What's up? 45 embers already. And I'm not even like actively trying to grind here like 2 hours a day for embers. I'm grinding here for money. 137, not the craziest. So we started roughly about like 200 mil. Remember that? We're at 1.4 actually, which is actually a pretty decent chunk of change, honestly. Okay. So I am not in a Serendia zone, or the Elvia zone, but I am going to go up to this NPC, because this is where I actually put my horse. Put my horse in the stable, and then I just, like, made Butler move everything around whenever I need to. Also, it has been a very long time since I've been back at Bandits. So long, in fact, that I have tiered up my pets to be tier 3s. The last time I was at Bandits, I had 2 that were at tier 3, and that was it. So I have 3 more pets now at tier 3 than what I had back then. And I don't think I had an Arctic fox back then either. If I did, it was a tier 1. So we're going to head over there, and then I need to go into an Elvia region server. We'll see how much they actually give. I can't remember. Calpheon Elvia has a weekly. I don't recall if. I don't see it here. There's the. Wait, where is it? No. I'm not concerned about that. Also, I need to finish the rest of these. I need to get more of those crystals. This is for life skill mastery. I was doing some of those quests underneath the suggested because I kind of want to get them all done at some point. I think once you do them, you don't do them on the same character. If you do them at all, I don't know, but you know. I'm gonna get up and stretch my legs for a few minutes. I'm just gonna kind of let my character hopefully get there. There's a spot where I think I might get stuck, but I'll be right back. Muted myself. I said, are we there yet? It doesn't look like it. Now the real question is, here comes the impasse question of the day. Do we go to Serendia? And I know I've been really trying to hammer on this whole, like, I need to go to Bandits thing, but... Oh, excuse me. We could, instead of Bandits, go to Calpheon. But the real question is, do I want to go to Calpheon? Calpheon Elvia, the place that I could only realistically go to is Sonil. That's like the starter zone of them all. Like, let's take a look. So, excuse me, Bandits. So Bandits is where I get the Shard of the Drain Knight. That's basically why I would want to go here. I got all the titles. Altar Imps. I need to get some more here. This is just defeat Altar Imps. Defeat altar imps. Bloody Monastery. I can actually go to Bloody Monastery? Sorry? I can go to Bloody Monastery? Huh. I haven't really been there for very long, as you can see. Castle Ruins. This one is, you know, kind of a bit of a meme. I never seem to really get these, by the way. Like, I'll go like 10 hours before I see one at all. And people that I'm with are like, man, this is horrible luck. I'm like, yeah, it's probably my fault. Orc Camp. I have been there a few times, so it's not too bad. Swamp. And last one is Nagas. So Foggins and Nagas. So of the places that I would want to go to for this, it's going to be Nagas, Bloody Monastery, or Baragi Den. Bloody Monastery is 340. I'm 365. Should we try? I know about the bell. Defeat monsters, and then you get this bell, and then you right-click it, and then you just get swarmed by a bunch. 19,000. Let's go check out Bloody Monastery, because I haven't really been there at all. So I don't really know if I can survive killing mobs there. I kind of just want to go someplace new and try to get those Shards of the Drain Knight. It's pretty much where this boils down. Like, I need to change the scenery after being at Jade for so much, or for so long recently. And now might be a good time to try out a new place because, again, season servers, people are going to be over there. There are a few servers that I could potentially go to that usually aren't that full. If not, I guess I could also just go Marnie here for like an hour, but then I can't use Marnie for the rest of the day, so it's like, you know. How do I want to go about this? That is the true question of the day. It looks like there's somebody here. There is somebody here. What are the dailies like? Dailies are 1,500, 400, and 400. Where's that? It's an elk, okay. Let me go take a look. There's a ton on this road. This person's probably going into the monastery, if I had to guess. Yeah, he's inside the monastery. This is outside. There's like this outside area. There's quite a bit of mobs. And like goes down over here. Goes down over to here. Uh-oh. Goes down over to here. Is there are actually mobs outside over here too. Quite a few mobs out here actually. Okay. I could potentially do some stuff around here. I know it may not be like the most ideal spot, but I don't really like to interrupt other people's rotations and everything else, so let's do a little bit. I'm curious. These guys aren't too bad. They're kind of like paperweights. Don't drop a lot of trash loot, but the trash loot is also like 19k. To be honest, I feel like so far I've made more in like, what was that, maybe like a minute than I would at Jade, but I don't know for sure. I'll just go and see how long it takes me to do the dailies. For now, I'll just set a 1-hour timer on my stream deck. And just kind of go from here. So try to do the daily, and then we'll go from there. Completely whiffed. So it looks like I need to kind of group up near shamans. Ooh, Seed of the Void. That's 10 mil right there. So as far as trash loot or like junk loot or loot, what I'm looking to analyze and compare here is actually going to be a non-aggress period of time here, not including like rare drops. See, the voids are not exactly what I would consider a rare drop. You can get like maybe 3 or 4 in an hour. I don't know what like the highest number that I've actually seen in an hour. I think it was almost near the ballpark of like 10, almost like 8 to 10. They're not exactly like uber rare, but not exactly like trash loot common, you know. I almost want to give like the strong arm test, by the way, here. Strong arm test is not a real test, but it's what I call it. You know how like football players, when they're running down the field, like American football, by the way, but American football, where they like strong arm some dude that's like trying to stop them. Let me just go ahead and do this real quick. This is what I call the strong arm test. If I were to just stand here and just take shots, how long would it take before I felt like I was in mortal danger? Quite some time, actually. A lot of this is evasion, some of them is missing, but then boom, just like that, back up to full HP, we're good. Also, I don't know how like rare the bells are. I do know that the bells are actually like the kind of like the event triggers of this spot. Okay, so that guy I believe is over there. So if I stick to this side of the road, I should be all right. This doesn't seem like a very optimal spot either, so that's another thing I have to keep in mind. Like, people will not be grinding this spot so far, like, out of the prime spots. So I'm comparing like Jade prime spot to here. A moon split nail, no shot. So you get 5 liberated breath with this to get a revived lunar necklace. Revived lunar necklace is for about 172, 167. So that right there is pretty good money, but I can't factor that in part of my judgment for grinding here for money with non-aggress. it'd be kind of cool. It's like trying to go to Star's End. The junk loot is absolute like garbage. It's not good at all. But yet people are like, the distos though. You're not guaranteed to get it every time you go there. So the only thing that I'm really buffing is loot scrolls, Camasylvia buff, and a couple other things. I'm about 150. So realistically, I'd say like 130 to maybe like 100% is what I'm realistically running. Probably about 130 actually. Plus, I'm also getting knowledge too, and I'll be more than happy to take knowledge. Okay, let's go up over here. Try to group up some of these guys with these guys. The Narc's Lightning. I just got 16 junk off of one dude. I think that's the violent ones. Also, I'm not going to worry about the shamans again. Ooh. So this is the other thing with these spots too, is that you get this exaggerated power spike from getting weapons. So now these guys will just evaporate one ability. Some of them die. Violent just evaporated before my eyes. Now, unfortunately, this buff is not permanent. It's only like a 10-minute buff, but this is where my tier 3 pets are definitely going to like show their power right about now. Yeah, I can definitely tell they're much, much better than what they were before at like tier 1s and whatnot. I'm also comparing like 1,500 kills versus like 300. So that is another thing to consider. There's the shaman. Sealed black magic crystals are here too. That's nice. Shard of the Drain Knight. Yeah, boy. Just want to get one of those bells, but I think you have to be in the monastery to use those. And I also might want to have like a weapons box for that. It's not a bad spot, honestly. Even though it's not the most ideal spot, it's not a bad spot. Completely whiffed that guy. It's an actual bear. I was like, is that a bear? I was looking this way. I just saw something that looked like kind of like a jelly bean. Oh gosh. Another Narc's lightning. Nice. Oh my gosh. These guys just literally evaporate. Lively whispers, or happy whispers. There's 2 of these elite guys right here. 10 and 16, I'll take it, thank you. Please try again in a moment. What was that? What on earth did I get stuck by? Or stuck from? Something stuck. Another Narc's lightning. Dang. So these guys respawned. The violet ones seem to take a little bit longer to respawn, but that kind of makes sense. They're like the elite versions, you know. Holy moly. Bear in mind, I have like no real, I almost said brain capacity to discover a rotation here, but it's partially true. Ooh, another shard. It's more like I don't really know this spot, and I don't really want to get too acclimated with this spot because I know it's not like an ideal rotation. This is like, I don't want to disturb other people while I just kind of test out the spot and make sure that I can actually grind here. And it turns out I can, so. Now, I will say as well, some people's first, like, gut reaction to me just going to a spot like this and just killing mobs just to see if it's a good spot, they might say, well, you just need to go to garmoth.com or some other website that people log how many hours they've done in a spot and what's their average, and, you know, make a decision based off of that. And to that, I would say there is a lot of truth to that. There's a lot of, like, good data collecting in that. The biggest issue that I have with that is that if I were to find the exact APDP that another Kuno player has, there's no guarantee that A, they're playing Awakening, unless, you know, maybe there's a setting that you can enable saying, you know, I only play Awakening or something like that. But even then, how they play Awakening, it varies from them to me, and that sort of mentality is not, you know, take what you see online, what you read about, like hours that people do and stuff, as a grain of salt. RNG is so heavily based in this game that it's hard for me to say, yeah, in 40 hours you should have one of the potion pieces. For me, Sherikan, getting all 100 pieces took 40 hours, but that doesn't mean that it's going to take you 40 hours to do that if you decide to go for it. You know, there's a lot of factors involved. Skill-based, RNG-based, a lot of RNG-based more than anything else. But getting the right spot or the right rotation, like what was the rotation that people are using when they put in their data. In my case, the first couple of hours I did at Jade was actually not at the Marnie spot, which is the best spot in the game for Jade. It was actually in one of the offshoot spots. So, should that information be taken seriously? No. About to get overweight here. So I don't know. I as much as I would like to go checking out other people's like statistics and stuff, I just don't like to do that, because then to me it also feels like I'm trying to compare how I play the game to other people, and there's nothing inertly wrong with that. However, it can be very demoralizing to see that somebody's like pulling twice as much trash loot as you, and you're like, the difference between you and them is that they're just better at the game, playing whatever class they're playing, or their class is just more meta, you know. And for me, I'm not all about the meta thing. I just enjoy playing Kuno. I enjoy hooping around. And does that mean that Kuno's the best? In my eyes, it might be, but in the eyes of those that decide the meta, or those that claim the meta is what it is, because all meta really comes down to is boiling it out and finding out what actually is meta, and enough people, or an influencer with enough followers saying this is the truth about this class, and then everybody just like collectively saying, yeah, that is true, like a herd of sheep, you know. To me, meta is just such a very fun term in terms of like what's considered best. Define what's best. My definition of the word best is different than a lot of people. In my case, it's just what class do I like the most visually, like the visual aspects, spinning around like this. I enjoy that. I really do. Being able to do a ton of AoE stuff, I enjoy that. Being able to... Let me see if I can show you guys real quick. Go invisible like this. I enjoy doing this sort of stuff where I can sneak up behind somebody, grab them, even though they're immune, and then just absolutely ruin their day. Because that happened to me a lot in World of Warcraft, back with rogues. Rogues do it from behind. Just, you know? It all comes down to how you like to play the game, how you want to play the game, what you define as best, and just choosing a class that kind of, the one that you can vibe with, you know? At the end of the day, if you decide to commit to this game and like play it for a very long time, you're gonna get to a point where you're grinding, you know, you're pushing like 2 hours a day, maybe a lot more in some cases. Some people grind for like 12 plus hours a day. I don't know how they do it. Me, it's like after 2 or 3, I'm done, you know? I'm like done for the day. Like, I may not go on my computer afterwards. Done with the day. My guild is talking about certain adult type games, and that's as far as I'll say about it. The very first conversation that ever happened in this guild was people were talking about a dishwasher, and I don't. I don't. I don't. So it has been about 20 minutes as of right now. My character's inventory weight got filled up well before the 20-minute mark. However, the junk loot here is not the same as Jade. Like, Jade is, I think, 20k silver per. Here's like 19, so that little bit of a discrepancy can mean a lot. I'm also like not going as hardcore at this as I was with Jade, so there's something about going to a different spot though, like mentally it refreshes me. Because now it's like, ooh, new spot, who dis? Lively Whispers again. Can't do anything with that for 5 more minutes. Black Spirit's Rage just murder that shaman. So we're almost at 1,000. I did 2 of the dailies. Give it about like maybe 10 more minutes. Not even. I could probably finish the rest of the dailies. Kill 1,500. And past that, it's just, you know, do I want to stay here or do I want to go somewhere else? I might check Find Party and see if somebody's like doing any of the Serendia Elvia spots. Or I might just do something completely random and not actually make money despite the title of the stream. I was feeling really lazy with the description too. It's just, you know, title says it all. Nothing else needs to be said. The other thing I need to factor too with the clear time for the daily is that I did get a weapons box, and that's another thing that may or may not be a guarantee. There are times where you get weapon boxes like crazy, and then there are times where I've been in the Elvia spots where I don't get a weapon box at all, or a spirit at all, to get the blessing of whatever effect. Narc's Lightning, Okira's Tide, or Akira's Tide, or Valtara's Flame. So, you know, it's just like, that's another thing that could deter people from coming here. I might go to Calpheon after this because I see some of my quests are the Gigagord. It's a fun word to say, by the way. I kind of want to go and fight the Gigagord, to be honest, but it has such a rare chance of spawning anyways that it's just, I almost feel like I want to turn into rest in peace, by the way, but Steve Irwin. Crikey, it's a beer over there. It's the Gigagord. When I was growing up, Steve Irwin was, oh my gosh. That's 2 necklaces now. I could slap them together and hope for a pry. I'm not even in an ideal spot. What? Oh gosh. I feel like this is Black Desert in a nutshell. Whenever I go to a spot for the first time, things like this happen where I get like a ton of, you know, crazy good RNG, and then when I've been there for like 40 plus hours, it's like all of it's gone, you know? Okay. I recently went over to, speaking of the Calpheon LV reasons before I was rudely interrupted, thank you, Nail, the Rutums over there in Calpheon. I was over there recently, and I died a few times. Those guys hit like trucks. I would feel a little bit more comfortable if I was maybe hit like the next DP bracket for sure, which is I think 6 more points. I could start Caffrasing to hit that, but nah, I'll probably use that for money. Plus, there is the idea of getting my helmet to a +2. If that were to go, then I'd be... That would push me past the 6 excess or 6 extra DP that I would need to then hit the next bracket on top of just having 6 more DP. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for instead of going to capping my boot and gloves for now. So we're kind of slowing down on terms of kills here. So the next spirit, it'll probably be 2 spirits worth for the daily, 1500 to clear it much faster. I just kind of want the dailies to be over so that I can kind of like check how much money I made with junk. In case I need it, it's back up that way. There's a few other ones lying around, so it's not like it's gonna be a problem to find. There we go. Okay, let's go back up. So in terms of junk loot, I would need to surpass how much was it? Like 6K or so? I would need like a little over 7K to get this. And it's not an accurate test, but I can kind of boil it down to how long I've been here, which right now is almost 30 minutes. Now that we got, ooh, Valtara's Flame. I really like the fire one for sure. It's my favorite. Just like fire in general, to be honest. So. The trees do make it a little hard to see sometimes, but it's a pretty decent spot, I would say. You're probably not going to get like the most amount of money you've ever made here unless you get some pretty good drops like I just did, but I've got this theory crafting because I'm always like theory. I always like to theory craft. I always like the idea of crafting theories. My theory with Black Desert's RNG is that you're almost like RNG carried or RNG blessed if you go to what is considered by the community a bad spot. Non-efficient. Like, speak of the devil, we got a Crimson Bell. Like, does this thing expire? It does. In an hour. Oh boy. Alright, boys and girls. Kind of hoping to get a bell after should have gone to a more flat spot of terrain, to be honest. Either these guys are just inherently weak or they're really weak because I have the Elvia spirit thing going. Like, how does this event go? I've never done this thing before. Do they just like stop spawning at a certain point? Because right now there's not like a huge wave that I thought was going to be there. I think I can kill faster by just running around and if it's possible. I know it used to be. I watched I'm Choice like ring 5 or 6 bells at once or something before they got like the timer on the bell. But is there like what's the end of this? Like, does Muskin spawn after all of this? Did this get nerfed to the ground because Choice did like 6 bells at a time or 7 bells? I can't remember. Excuse me. Like, on one side I can see why they wouldn't want to throw like hundreds of mobs at you, but think of Thornwood for a minute. If you guys have ever been there, the Ominous Energy event, they just like come running at you. That's kind of what I was expecting here, and that doesn't seem to be the case at all. Like, these guys show up and then they're like merrily jaunting their way towards you. Oh, I got another spirit to show up. There's a decent sized wave. Decent sized wave is gone. There's also a Dracania player going by. Just because I can. Okay, so now the bell's over. That's it. Oh, that's not a Dracania, that's a Guardian, okay. Even more reason why I don't like it. Yeah, short sword's not the way to go here. Okay. Let me get on my horse, and then we're just gonna go ahead and dip. So that was about 33 minutes. 27 minutes left on the timer. So 27 minutes. Let's double check the amount here. So, come on, calculator. Any day now you can load. That was 5,326. We're gonna times that by how much is this amount? 1,900. So that's 101 million just in junk loot. So not really the equivalent of Jade, but I also could have gone for like 10 more minutes. Realistically, almost like 13, I think. Turn off El's Heart too. The big incentive to grind here would be the lunar necklaces, which I did get enough resources for 2 of those bad boys. So realistically, was that a fluke? Was that normal? I don't have a clue. All I do know is that if I were to take a chance, it'd be 471 instead of 172, and I might just take that chance. It goes from like 340, roughly. 320? I don't know. It goes from, okay, so 173, we'll say base 172, that'd be 344 to, so it's like 130 million difference. If it fails, then it's no money. So really begs the question, do I want to, or just whatever? Also, the other thing, we did get 1 Seed of the Void, got 5 Narcs Lightning, so that's another 15 mil. Yeah, Jade was better than Bloody Monastery. Also wasn't, again, there was several factors involved. I wasn't going as hard at Bloody Monastery as I was at Jade. I just wanted to change the pace and see if I can actually kill those mobs without getting just absolutely just destroyed. So maybe we'll head over to Calpheon then. In terms of monster locations, let's do Calpheon, Elvia. Rutum is a little scary for me, not gonna lie. It is very scary. The loot isn't really that great either from what I... like 18, and this was 17.5. I might go back over to Sawmill Camp, honestly. We'll do an hour at Sawmill. Put all this in storage. We're gonna go ahead and sell the 5,000 here. Yeah, not that much. These 2 things though, I need to get 10 of these? How does this work? Liberated Breath of Sylvia times by 5. Liberated Breath. That's not how you get it. How you get the Liberated Breath? No, that is how you get it. Never mind. I'm stupid. So I need 10 of those? What do I do with these? I heat these. Okay. And then when those are heating here, when these are done, then I arrange them in a kind of like a plus, and then put this nail thing on top of it. The Cold Tears of the Black Sun. I don't recall. Can you get them anywhere in these spots here? Not at Castle Ruin, apparently. You can get them in Altarimps, not at Baragi. Oh no, you can't get it at Baragi. Not at Castle Ruins though, huh? That's why I don't have so many of them. I spent way too much time at Castle Ruins. Is it literally everywhere? Okay, everywhere except for Orcs and Castle Ruin. So if I were to need more of these, don't go to those 2 spots. I might go to Altarimps for that, because I don't know. I feel like Jade is going to be one of those spots. Like, at a certain point, I'm not going to want to go there. Maybe that's just me, I don't know, but... Also, Garmoth is in an hour and a half. I do plan on streaming until Garmoth is over, so... we'll just see how it happens, or like what happens. Character, can you please just make a 4th one? Thank you. Failed twice. Let's take a look here, see what else I might be able to sell. I got a Valtar's Eclipse Belt. Sure, let's go ahead and register that, why not? Valtar's Belt is actually another one I was thinking of going with for my accessories, but I think I'm going to stick with Tungrad for now. Iridescent Lightstone. I can't remember how much I sold my other one for. I want to say it was like $370, but looks like they're going up in price, so I'll list mine. Might as well. Capstones, I could list, but I'm not going to. Wait, what? I'm sorry, what? 2, 3, 4. I had 10, but... okay. Sure. So this, and then this. So boom, boom. So I'm just gonna, for now, I'm gonna put those into storage, and then whenever I feel like tapping them, I'll attempt it, and we'll see what happens. Also, something just sold, and yep, both of them actually, nice. So now we're gonna head over to Sawmill Camp. Let's go do the daily over there. Gotta head over there. Now, there's a spot that I go to. I don't really feel that, like, the main spots are where all the money is coming from for these locations. I feel like you can go anywhere in, especially the Calpheon spots. Well, the only one I can really speak on behalf of is maybe Rutom and Sawmill Camp. Sawmill I've spent maybe near 10 hours. More like 8 or 9, something like that. Enough for me to know that you don't have to go to, like, the Marnie location. You just gotta go near one of those, like, Red Eye of Sauron black hole things. Also, there was something else I was gonna do, but I don't remember what it was now. I'm just gonna go check worker. Also, is my workers over in Altanova? They're not working. Okay. So we're going to head over there real quick. I'm going to accept the dailies. I need a character swap and move around some goods, mainly Grinnell helmets. And then I need to get back to grinding. We'll do another hour. We'll do about another hour over at Sawmill. The biggest issue that I have with the Calpheon spots is just simply that they're, in my opinion, they're not good silver per hour. That's my opinion. In terms of trash loot. Trash loot is not good. It's like almost borderline not worth your time to go there. The only reason why you would want to go there is actually from the crystallized despair. And there's just so many in abundance on the marketplace. They're actually crashing right now. There were 60 million and they're now down to like 50 at base. And there's still, you know, maybe 400 orders for them. Those are like the big ticket items in terms of like rare drop loot. The Giga Gourd or any of the other like bosses that spawn that would give you like the tattered shadows, those are really good money. But I don't feel like the trash loot is good money per hour wise. What exactly is this? An Elvia Calpheon exclusive item usable near rifts to cleanse them of energies. Effects unavailable if those are summoned nearby. Effects unavailable if it's already been cleansed. Using this item in a region without a rift of despair will consume the item without activating its effect. Effects unavailable if the corrupting darkness buff is active. Don't know what that's all about. I think you cleanse it and then everybody nearby becomes way easier and that. But I don't know. I haven't been there long enough to actually get one of these, so I don't know. Like, maybe that's like the key, you know, you get. Oh no, I already got the weeklies. You get all these like good perks, maybe if you use that, and then it becomes worth it. Maybe that's why people grind in Calpheon Elvia. Maybe the meta hasn't really been determined yet. Maybe I'm just living underneath a rock and I really don't know what the heck I'm saying. That's an option. So the Marnie spot for this is actually... Is it not over here? It's somewhere around here. Is it this spot? They're assaulting a flag. Good for them. I could swear the Marnie spot was over there. Maybe I didn't get too close to it or something. I don't know. Okay, let me go ahead and quit my Kudum. Accept the dailies. Oops, I just started a cutscene. Let me go ahead and head over to Altanova real quick. Oh, I watched a cutscene, so now I have to wait. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Thank you. I move some goods real quick. What's up, Dave? I love having a camo buff right now. It's great. Go ahead and get my workers back to working over here. And then let's go and grind for a bit, shall we? At least another hour. And this hour will be with the focus of trying to make money. That's what I've been trying to do this whole time, you know? But I think Jade is just the GOAT, guys. I really do. I truly believe that. Unless you're going for capstones, then maybe doing Versailles, like defeating Versailles and Mirawak, which is like an hour and 25 minutes. I just don't want to commit that long for fighting Maraskas, even though they're not hard to beat. It's just, I don't know. I just need a break from Mew spots. So let me see if the spot that I usually go to is taken. Doesn't look like there's anybody here. Nope, I am not seeing anybody here. Alright, cool. So this is a good spot. I found out to park your horse by the shoreline. I really do believe like everybody's doing season stuff, if I'm being honest with you. Go ahead and start this, get my 1 hour buff going. Now these guys kind of hit a little bit too, and it's a little worrisome, but it's not too bad. Last time I was here too, I didn't have tier 3 pets, so this is going to be interesting. Was that Sonal Siege? No, it wasn't. Okay. That lizard folk right over there I thought was Sonal Siege captain right over there. He wasn't. Got the Calphionian Resolve right now. I don't think that's what it's called. It's just, you know, what I think of. Get that buff for 60 seconds and let's go. So if you've never been to the Calphion spots, each one have their own like gimmick. Here in Sonal, the flags get attacked and then you have to defend the flags, and when the flags are restored or like protected, you can get a slight AP buff against monsters. It's only 10%, but 10% is huge. It'd be the difference between, you know, 10 seconds to kill a mob versus maybe 15 seconds. Go make sure we top off on that. Top up. The Sonal Commander has a pretty big aggro range, so I'm going to bring him over here. This is usually, so far, this is pretty textbook for my rotation that I do over here. It's pretty much to this boundary line here, and then you cut across, you protect this flag, and then you go down south and you just loop over and over and over. One issue that I have with this spot is that if you're standing here and you try to go over here, unless, did they fix it? There have been times where I've gotten stuck on this thing. They might have fixed it. Like, nope, didn't fix it. That's my biggest issue. I've said it before, I understand this is like a battlefield and all, but really? Like this, really? It took them a while to get rid of the Cagtum tree branch. For those of you who've done the grind, you know, but for those of you who've never done the grind, you'll never know. Alright. We'll just see how long it takes for my inventory to fill up and then kind of judge off of that if this might be a good replacement for maybe Jade if I get sick and tired of being out there. Ooh, Sonal Siege Captain's here. Nice. So this is an event that occurs when you kill the elites. The Sonal Siege Captain himself will show up. I think only one person can loot this because some dude came by one time when I was trying to kill it. I had done most of the damage. He came over, tapped it like one time, killed it, got the loot, and I was like, whatever, dude. If only he would give Ancient Spirit Dust. The Dark Rift version of him gives a lot of Ancient Spirit Dust. I always seem to get over 100 every time. Which reminds me, that message down at the bottom, do you feel it? There's 9 that I have to go through again, so I might do those rifts maybe sometime tonight or tomorrow. I don't know. I was playing on my season character before the stream today, and I think I'm not going to stream going over the main story of Valenos this season. But yeah, it's definitely different, and I like it. I like the voice acting and stuff to it. I don't have to read. I'm lazy. Alright, 20 pieces. Trace of Ascension was nice, but 20 armor pieces for what was, what, almost a 2-minute slugfest? Come on, game. I'm definitely not trying real hard to grind very efficiently or fast. I'm just very sluggish right now. I'm tired. Last night I stayed up a little too late. The last couple of nights, thanks to the GTA Online update, I've been playing GTA Online a lot more late at night. And it's kept me awake till almost like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I've been getting up at my normal, well, normal enough, like 8, 9 a.m. Yeah, beforehand I'd go to bed like maybe 8:30, 10 p.m. and I'd be getting up at like 4 or 5 in the morning. So it's roughly the same amount of hours. It's just a different time of day, and my body is just, it's not used to staying up late like that, I guess. Even though I used to stay up late until like 3 a.m. most nights when I actually worked at a phone place. Ooh, is that another Sonal? What the? He's just chilling, hanging out. He's vibing. Uh-oh, they're attacking the flag over there again. Hey, Sonal Siege Captain, I need you over here, buddy. Come here. Get your booty over here. Thank you. Holy lag spike, Batman. Ooh, Crystallized Despair, baby. Sorry, that probably was very loud in your ear, but... let me bring down the hype. Crystallized Despair. Yay. I sold 5 of those recently, by the way. I saw the money. That's it. Eventually, that is something I want to get to because it increases my DP by 2, I think. Right? I want to get it for my Vel's Heart because that would just increase my DP as well as AP. And it would be very helpful. It would kind of push me around in some brackets. Okay, Sonal Siege Captain, come over here now. Come here, buddy. Come here. Who's a good boy? Okay, we got 20 more fragments from him. We got some more weapon and armor stones that time. That was a little bit better, but... Okay, there's the buff. Okay, come over here, Elite. The Elites have some aggro range, so you can kind of bring them from pack to pack, kind of like damage them with the pack that you're damaging. He just died. Yeah, for those guys it's 10, and they don't last very long. The Sonal Siege Captain, I feel like maybe like 30 to 40 junk loot, and that might be better. Just saying, Pearl Abyss. It doesn't seem very balanced. But, you know, their eyes have shifted on to the next content, so. That time was 8. 8? Really? And don't try to like update the game to be like, you have the potential of getting up to 40. No. Make it a guaranteed at least 20 every time for those elites, because that's just Sonal Siege Captain like gets 20 trash loot. Really? Really? He's effectively almost the field boss version. And 20? I can get more money from the field boss version. That's 20 capstones. Versus 20 junk loot. Like, what? This one just dirt poor? Like, I don't get it, man. I'm waiting for the wave spawn to happen, to be honest. Thought my pets weren't gonna loot that. He's dead. Moving on. So it's been about 15 minutes. Junk loot wise, we're not even 2,000 spot. So far, I'm being butchered by RNG when it comes to junk loot. Those siege wagons haven't spawned a single time, and that kind of defines how you get junk loot in this spot. Like, in all fairness, the other reason why I'm not getting like sent over the moon by any of this, I've already made $1 billion today, which is partly why I'm tired. I already spent like before the stream today, I think I was at Jade for at least 2 hours. Realistically, I could have been there for nearly 2.5 to almost 3, like 2:45. Tried to do something different this time. It didn't work too well. Finally. It still would be nice to get some passive money here, though. Like, anything extra I make today is fine. My goal is 1 bill a day, and I've already made $1 billion with not just junk loot, but also like capstones and that sort of stuff. But If I can just make like 1 bill a day raw silver, that'd be even better, because then capstones would just be considered bonus. But this right now I'm considering as bonus because I've already made if I can make about 100 capstones and get 600 mil from junk loot, that's fine. That's 900 million. It's not quite a billion, but it's close enough that I consider it that. Here we go. So this is how you really make the money here. Wave after wave of enraged Sawmill fighters spawning in, probably for, I think this is almost like a 2-minute spawn event. Or maybe it's a certain number of kills, I don't know for sure. But they keep on a-coming. The biggest issue is with this event is, like you saw, it took almost 15 minutes for this to spawn in. And there were hours that every time I went to the next flag, it felt like there was another one. There might have been one time where I had to do 2.5 rotations before the next one, but as long as they were spawning, the junk loot was good. It was fantastic. Alright, and it's done. Move on to the next spot. Not gonna lie, I like the Calpheon music quite a bit. Most of my characters from the very first one, even now, I choose Black Dragon. Black Dragon horoscope is one in reference to, like, nobility. I don't view myself as a very, like, you know, high-class member of society, but... like, IRL anyways. But in a video game, I definitely try to maybe play along to the idea that I'm, like, of royalty. It's a fantasy game, guys. You know, you can afford to have those luxuries. That was weird. I was so immersed into, like, the environment with the rain. I saw a raindrop fly down on the screen and I blinked thinking it was gonna hit my eye. Oh my gosh. Weird. This is why I don't think pulling mobs works too well in this spot, I'll be honest. 'Cause now I just got an archer and a shaman over there shooting at me, or an elder. Is the junk loot here the same weight? I think it is as Jade. It's been about 20 minutes. Usually it was about here when I had about 2,000, so it's not, well, not bad so far, I would say. Crystallized Despair really is like bridging the gap between junk loot and silver per hour, though, for sure. That's not what I'm trying to focus on. I'm trying to focus on just junk loot. Lag. Black Spirit's Rage wasted. Gave my pets time to loot, I suppose. Hop off again. Well, I've only had one of the toppling the flag events, so you can say I'm happy about that. Debating going to a different spot, but this is the place I usually grind. It's really good to me, though, you know, which is why, I don't know, maybe I'm loyal to a fault, I guess. If that would have been Crystallized Despair, I would have really just freaked out, but, you know. I don't know too much more about the surrounding areas. I don't even really want to go there in case I might interrupt somebody's rotation either, so. When I get back up to the wooden walls, I'm probably going to start going to a different location, though. So here's the thing, see where I'm standing here, see how the sky's kind of dark? When I go over here, the sky lights up. If I'm not over here when killing things, does it not count toward the Giga Gourd event? That's what I'm curious about. I don't know if that's true. Oh my gosh, there's another Crystallized Despair. I'm sorry, Grindspot, you've been very, very fortunate, or very... I've been very fortunate while being over here. But I think it's time that I explore other options. And make it sound like I'm on like a dating website. Sorry, this whole thing about you and me is not working out. I need to explore my other options here. It's a horrible thing to say. Don't ever do that. But no, like right here, how the sky's flickering. It's like it's going back and forth between that like Elvia look, like here. But yeah, you go here and then you're not. So does that mean I'm not in the spot? And do I have to be in the spot to get this thing to do its magic? Like over here, you go outside of it. Well, all flags are being sieged, it looks like. Well, irritated at the very least. Pretty much just gonna go around flag to flag until I can find one that's gonna have the event, because I just need events. Otherwise, these missions are not gonna get completed pretty much by the end of the hour. Where's the Black Spirit's Rage? Thanks, tree. Alright, guess we'll just keep running around. I pretty much have this whole zone to myself, I'll be honest at this point. I haven't seen a sign of human life here. Here comes the Sonal Siege Captain again. Ooh, another shard. Alongside this road, I don't think there are people here at all. All right, cool. I was going after the elites and the flags, really. Alright, that one's done. I like how the Sawnails are like fighting the Calphionian guards, or like the soldiers, and as soon as I tap them, they're just like, "Who are you?" And they start attacking me instead. So the one that always takes the most amount of time, by the way, is the armored warriors. There's 100 of those, but I've only got 64 out of the like over 1,000 Sawnails that I've killed. Trying to look around. I've never actually explored this Alvia spot. That's what it's called. Scorching Sun Shard, nice. I know this isn't. Oh, Sawnail Siege Captain in here. I know this isn't exactly what I was intending on doing today. I was trying to make money, and going to Jade was kind of where I was wanting to go. But I'm glad this detour has kind of got me this far off track, because I'm enjoying myself a little bit more here, or just like exploring and like figuring stuff out, versus just grinding Jade for 3 hours. Because I do that pretty much in the morning. I do a lot of my money grinds off stream when I'm more awake in the morning. I might start streaming other content more than just Black Desert, and just, you know, every once in a while, like I kind of want to play Metroid Dread for the sake of YouTube content, but I've beat it on normal, hard, and Dread, and I don't want to try to rebeat it on Dread because it took a long time on some of the bosses. So, in my opinion, I would much rather maybe try playing something else, or if I do Metroid, it might be like on hard difficulty or something, just so that way I can at least enjoy my time playing the game. Just imagine, you know, watching me struggle to fight one boss for almost an hour. That's pretty much how some of those bosses were. Like, not even kidding. Like a full IRL hour. Or I could do like maybe like boss rush on Dread or something, but nah. I just, please, thank you. Come on, do the event. Maybe that event occurs after the flag has been captured so many times within like the last hour or something. And it's more like a desperation move where they're trying to like ensure the flag has been removed or something. I don't know. Maybe it's involved around like how many Sonos are killed near the flag. I don't know. Oh, there's another. There's two flags this close to each other. What? Armored warrior, I need you to please. Thank you. Those like catapults, man. Maybe they're trebuchets, I don't know, but ooh, there is somebody over here. Okay. Oh, I know why. Okay. So I had the Marnie thing over there for the longest time. I disabled it. But this is like the Marnie spot for sure. There wasn't somebody there earlier, though. The game just froze for a second. I thought I was going to crash. My whole computer froze that time. My antivirus software again? Yep, it is. Bear with if the stream starts lagging a bit. It's probably my antivirus software being my antivirus software. It wants to update while I'm streaming and such, you know. If you're looking for a ton of Sonal Siege captains, I guess this is the way to do it. Just run around and kill all the elites. This might be more for like knowledge gatherers more than like junk loot per hour, but it's a strategy. Nothing too crazy, just one corrupted breath, really. The junk loot for that sort of kill just doesn't feel balanced. 20 for one? It's like a 2-minute slugfest, you trying to kill that thing. And I'm like 10 more or 15 more AP more than the spot recommends. Like, comes the dragon boy. Do your worst. This music playing, I believe, is the music that plays when you're over by the Harpies. Delphine Castle or something. Okay, so I got the scouts. I need to do the normal type of mobs and then also the armored ones. The armored ones just take a lot longer because I don't think any of the spots over here have good amounts of them. I think the main spot in the middle probably does, but... There's a treasure chest right here. Hey, Scorching Sun Fragment, nice. I guess one of the main reasons to be here too is upgrading your Godride weapon, so... Like Jade, the best thing Jade's got going for it is the capstones, and that's pretty much it, besides the junk loot. If I'm being 100% with you guys, like, people I don't think grind Calpheon Elvia because the trash loot is good. They might grind it because the Crystallized Despair sells pretty well, or getting the enhancement materials for your Godride weapon. I don't think people are grinding at least Sawnil for money per hour. And if you are, you're way overgeared for the spot. You could probably make more somewhere else. Trace of Ascension are nice though for the leather glaze recipe. So maybe if you're like an alchemist and, you know, also grinder, might be worth to do it for that. But you can also just get like a worker going, go over to Susan's and get Trace of Ascension over there too. But you also don't get as much money per hour from Susan, so I don't know. You do you, man. Oh, I know. I'm almost 36% right now. Nice. Ah, here comes the siege wagon, finally. So I also can't figure out if this is more like you have to damage this thing to a certain point, or if it's more like it just goes at a certain point. I don't know what causes it to go forward. Firing artillery, yeah, that's amazing, great. Kind of have to, I'm like forced to stand kind of where the soldiers are, because that's where they are instantly locked onto. 36%, baby. And junk loot is really... Ooh, there's a third crystallized despair. I think I might grind here. One, the Godorite and enhancement materials. I need more of them. Two, crystallized despair. Those are actually pretty good. Here's Dragon Daddy again. Oh gosh. I'll just tank this last one. Also felt a little weird calling him Dragon Daddy, not gonna lie. Okay. Wait, this is Karanda's boss music. That's why I associate it with the Harpies. In my mind, I was having flashbacks to dying to Stormbringer. All right, let me get my horse over here. Sono Siege Captain just appeared, so that's 4,800 in not the same amount of time. Jade's better. Even non-Agris, it's just better. It's just built different, guys. Coffee and soldiers, not gonna help. You just don't want. Okay. Above your pay grade, I understand. Corrupted Breath. I'm going to skip that pack to the right and just go to the next one over here. At this point, I just want to get the Armored Soldiers. I have 11 minutes for the hour, and I kind of want to get the... Well, not kind of. I really want to get these dailies done before then. 9 more minutes to kill 9 more armored. Looks like there's 5 over there, so. Oh, another Sonal Siege Captain, nice. Hey, come here, dude. Oh, I was confused. I was like, where's the tower? It blended in with the cages. Turn off my Vel's heart, and I'll use it one more time, though.
Yeah!
All right. 2 more minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and head out from here. I'm going to head over to Garmoth, because Garmoth should be spawning in 21 minutes right now. Really? It's the third time this hour, dude. My pinky is starting not to hit shift sometimes. Fatigue is a real life thing that a lot of people don't consider. I myself am one of them. It's like, yeah, technically, combat-wise, you can grind for like an infinite number of hours, an infinite period of time, but when you actually do 2-3 hours, you start to feel pain in your joints. The reality of the situation is, technically, yes, if you weren't limited by, you know, human issues like drinking water or eating or sleeping or going to the bathroom, stretching your legs, fill in the blank. Technically, this could be an infinite process. But having human-like limitations, which, just to be clear, if somebody came up to me and was like, "Hey, would you like a bionic arm?" I'd be like, "No." Call me a purist, I guess. Alright, this will be the last pack. Let's head over to the node manager, and then I'll call my horse over here. Horsey, come over here. Let me accept my dailies and accidentally do that. Alright, so for an hour, 6,300. Not the best. Not the best. Junk loot per hour anyways. And no agris, mind you, but the thing that if I do sell everything, the thing that would give me the most amount of silver would be the crystallized despair, because those actually give a decent chunk of change on the marketplace. So for now, we're gonna head over to Garmoth here, and after I also sell some of my stuff here, maybe repair. Yeah, it's like less than 100 mil. Not too terrible, but remember, we started the stream at 200 million, just a hair under, so we've technically earned 300 million in 3 hours. Not even really 3, but Oh, my booty. Okay. But, yeah. These three here, these would definitely carry your silver per hour for sure. Like, we made more money in just these than we did the junk loot, I'm pretty sure. Like, let me do some quick math on a calculator, because I'm far too lazy to actually figure this out. So, 19,272? Is that the price for these things? No. These things are 17,520, I believe. Yes. Times by 6390. So we earned 111 million in that time. 111,952,800. Is that really worth it? No, I don't think so. But with these three selling on the marketplace for about 50 mil a pop right now, that'd be about 250 mil for an hour. Is that still worth it? No. If I then were to sell these, it's another 36 mil, and then these aren't even really worth anything anymore. Is it worth it? No, I don't think so. In terms of making like buku silver an hour, I think Jade is the best, and I mean it's gotta also be with Agris, of course, but one of the guild members is doing a peer pressure tactic. Whenever a lot of people in the guild, they kind of do this, and I know it's kind of a meme in the community, but people will be like trying to enhance, and then people in my guild will be like, push past your limits. You don't know what you're capable of. Push it one more time. Do it one more time. One more tap. And I'm like, guys, yeah. Kuno? The only reason I read that name is because it had the word Kuno in it. I might do some PvP with some of my guildmates there while we're there waiting. I don't know. We'll see. So Garmoth in 15 minutes. My goal for, well, okay, so tomorrow being Friday, I keep thinking today's Friday because I usually stream like Monday through Friday. I'm changing up my stream schedule to be Sunday through Thursday. So for anybody who might be curious, that's pretty much what my stream schedule is going to try to be, Sunday through Thursday. Still 5 days a week, and I'm going to try to do a rough maybe 3 hours. Say rough, not like, oh my gosh, it's so hard. More like, yeah, generally speaking, 3 hours. Wednesday might be the only deciding factor, maybe 2 hours or something, but I might start incorporating other games because unless I purposely avoid like grinding in the morning time and save the Agris for on stream to like grind at Jade or something like that, and that would only be like 2 hours, I don't want to focus 100% of my time, attention, and willpower, energy on just one game. So I might start incorporating other games. I might start doing maybe some GTA 5, you know, checking out CEO stuff. I might do some more like cargo missions and that sort of stuff in the solo, like invite-only lobbies, because that sort of stuff I enjoyed. And if I can rant about GTA, because we got time to kill for Garmoth to spawn here. GTA, when they introduced KO Perico, the game died, in my opinion, for multiple reasons. The main one being that the content that was fueling people playing became obsolete. CEO stuff, VP, Clubhouse, even just like the 3 times weekly like Simeon missions or whatever else, it just basically died because people can make so much more money and so much more XP running KO than anything else, and it ruined the game for a lot of people. People who had lifelong goals to like hit certain like milestones of money or certain maybe vehicles that they wanted, they could then get it so fast, like 15, 20 mil a day. If you were glitching it, you could probably earn like, I don't know, a couple $100 million. I almost said silver. A couple $100 million a day in game. Like, it was just so easy at that point to just make buku bucks that it ruined the game. It truly, in my opinion, truly broke the game, broke the balance of the game. When they said that they were going to be nerfing the KO, I thought to myself, well, this is a good time for them to do that because they just kind of shot themselves in the foot. Not only that, but they nerfed the Mach 2 and a couple other good changes that should have happened a very long time ago. So in my opinion, GTA 5, or GTA Online rather, is in a much better state than where it was before. Oops. I hate that, well, that's a... I hate that that's the button that does that, but let me go to my typical guild server. Serendia 2 usually has quite a bit of my guild mates that show up there, so I'll go over there and hang out for a bit. All that to say that I might be doing some GTA 5 on stream. I don't really know for sure. I just don't know. I'm trying to figure out my life, trying to figure out my pathway in life, what things I want to do. Passions that I have, desires that I might want to fulfill by the time I die. You know, just simple things. Definitely not, you know, philosophical, existential crisis of any kind, you know. Definitely not. And just to prepare myself, I'll get my Nuver out. Look, there's the Atrax people. Yami's the leader. Not seeing any of my guildmates. Oh, there's one person apparently. There he is. Tutu? Toto? I'm gonna go with Toto. So yeah, as far as I know, Atrax is a very powerful guild. There's Yami messing with Toto right now. There's a lot of people in Atrax are really good friends with a lot of people in the guild that I'm in. The Grail Knights, I think it's called. Yeah. Is this One Punch Man right here? Quite literally is One Punch Man. That's hilarious. No, I have the bug. What? What? Oh, some sort of music, I guess. I don't have it turned on, so. Oh, look, there's the one who complains about Kudum. Oh, man. My wrist is starting to hurt a little bit. All right, now, what are we going to do for like 10 minutes? I'm trying to think in my mind what I can do. I really don't know what to do right now. So bored out of my mind. I'm just like I'm at a point where I'm just like so like tired and like mind numbed right now. It's ridiculous. So, I guess I could check Marketplace. I know that this stuff is sold, which this should put me pretty darn close to like 1.8 with the value pack. I could list those 3 crystallized despair. I need to keep these. These things are so freaking expensive for one attempt on Gotta Ride. It's like almost 20 mil. Like, what? You know? As expensive. Also, this music is kind of creepy with that, like, guitar. Somebody's flexing that they got a Garmoss heart. Is that person right there? Tides. The real question, okay, let me take a look. Which one of these two? If somebody attacks me now, I'm gonna end up getting clapped so fast. That's 200. What do you need? You need 300. And I get 1 more damage reduction, so I would go up 1 more AP per. Let me take a look here. So these are both at C3s. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my build stuff right now. Go ahead and move this over here. Give me 2 seconds to get this set up, and then video planner. I guess we'll take a look at this for the next 5 minutes, because I got nothing else really going on. Garmoths, yep, 5 more minutes. So gear sets, in the description you guys will see there's a gear planner. It'll take you to this page, and it's slightly not correct, mainly because I keep checking and they don't have a Gotta Ride here. So this is going to be wrong anyways, because I also don't have listed, and I don't think I can list the... No, I can't. I can't list the, like, Igor Bartali or like the Nuver stuff or Kazarka stuff. I can't list that stuff on here because this is more of like a gear set than a character. So if I were to take this, say, up to... We're at 374, so try to remember that, 374. I boost this up. This will put me up 18 more points. If I do one of them, it would get me up 7 points. Okay, so that makes sense. So per level, I get 1 more DP, which is fine by me. If I were to do that, that'd be 14 there. Let's go back to in-game real quick. So 14 more DP would put me with a Kudum. This says... How is this DP over here higher? Oh, I'm stupid. There we go. So the Labresca was put at a pen. That's what that was. That's why it was so freaking high. I was like, that doesn't seem right. 374. So if I can get this up to a +2, which I was trying to, this will get me up to 265. And then if I get them up, it'd be 279. +10, and this also +10. 379, not 2, Dustin. Jeez. That there is huge. So +2, I'll just put this back for just, you know, checking things out. And then if let me double check here with my... I should have also loaded this up too. AP/DP brackets. So 379 would be where I would be at before even getting like the upgraded Vel's Heart. Which also BDO Planner does not have the upgraded version of the Vel's Heart. So that's exciting. So DP wise, I am currently at 365. So these are the brackets that I'm looking at here. So 365 would be right here. If I went to 379, I would jump up 2 brackets and it'd be 3 points away from the next. So if I did the Vel's Heart upgrade and then maybe got the Kudum up a little bit more. Is it like every 2 levels or something? Yeah, so it's every 2 levels. So if I get the Kudum to a 3, that would put me at 280. I would need to get up to 8 or 7? It's 281. I would need at least 283 actually. So, no, it's every 7 levels, I thought. I don't remember what it is. 11? 12? 12. So I'd have to get the Kudum to a 12 in order to get to the 283 bracket. Does this have Black Star? This does. So a Black Star Kunai. Let's put this at like Tet. That would put me at 280. 285. Yeah, if only I can get a Pen Black Star Kunai. I mean, I can do the God Ride method too with this, which wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, if you guys check the link down below in the description, you'll find out what my gear build really is right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just reload site and undo all the stuff that I just did. Garmoth is here. Just gonna double check, make sure I didn't screw up the planner real quick. And that planner, by the way, is updated whenever I go to update it. If for some reason it doesn't match up with what what you might see in the game, because that list is updated whenever I update, or like whenever I get stuff in real time. So if you're watching this like video back or this VOD years later, that link, if the website still exists, will be whatever my most current build is and not what you see in the video, which is why I typically try to show off my inventory near the beginning of the stream, just so you guys can like maybe pause and take a look to see what is, during the time of that video, a more accurate build. There are times where I forget to update that, you know. So let's see, is Garmoth just like permanently bugged during this event, or is this like a new thing where Garmoth will actually like land? Garmoth's not gonna land this time, huh? It's probably bugged then. So yeah, Garmoth is actually being right today. So their Kuno's really trying to go for it. It's right about here. Yep. Oh, I can battle it while it's still in the air. That's good to know. Try to throw kunais at him. Garmoth's on the ground. Get her. So I think they finally patched Garmoth. After the maintenance, Garmoth is actually working the way it's intended. Everybody last week probably got spoiled thinking that's how fast Garmoth dies, but no, not at all. You guys ready for Garmoth to die? I certainly am. Holy lag fest. Hey, you got an artifact too. Nice. Alright. Max HP. I have two of them in there. Okay, it was just server lag. Okay. I was like, Let's just go for it. One. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3. Yep. I don't like this game, not gonna lie, is what one of the people in my guild just said. Well, then stop playing it, stupid. Never lucky, huh? Sad face. Do people not... Oh. Do people not realize that, you know, you're not guaranteed to get anything in life, like, at all? Also, here's Griefer. Hey, Griefer, how's it going, man? I respect Griefer, but at the same time, there's an issue between a previous guild that I was in and Cat Jam, Mainly, one person didn't like somebody in our guild, and basically sent Cat Jam after us. Yeah. I respect Cat Jam, I really do, but it made it very hard for me to respect them when they were mercilessly slaughtering one of my guildmates because there was like an inner conflict of somebody that didn't like him. So she just wanted to make his life hard. That was it. All right. Put that away. Somebody just said their DP was 248. And they were trying to say that their DP was low. And the other person said low is like 320. Their main is 300 DP. It's not terrible, but you need to gear more than me. That's just rude to say, man. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call the stream, I think, at this point. Is there anything else I need to do for now? I'm starting to get a bit of a headache, to be honest. Somebody was saying that the same person saying that they can't grind because they don't have a tier 5. That you literally have tier 4 pets. I literally don't. I'm getting on a tangent, but I don't have tier 4 pets, and I can grind just fine at Jade. Jade is 100% God spot for me. Like, 100% for me is just, it's God spot. I don't care what anybody else has to say about the meta of the game. For me, Jade is God spot. That's what I've realized today. Agris, 100% of the way. Never grind without Agris. So I'm probably just going to do enough to get like 600 mil in 2 hours. It's going to be a little over... I need 15k in an hour. So I would burn 20k in an hour and 20 minutes, roughly. Because you get 20k a day in Agris. If I did only 1 hour, that would put me at 300 mil, but that would save me up 5k for other things. So maybe I might revise my goal to maybe take like 2 days off of grinding. Just don't grind for 2 days, and then, you know, save up that to get up to 60k, and then that's good for like 2 days. But then like in between day 1 and day 2, I'll get another 20k, so it'll like slowly, it'll drain out like 10k a day. I don't know, I'll try to figure it out for sure, but I think I just need to take a break from grinding with Agris for a couple of days, and you know. So my next stream, I'm gonna aim for Sunday. For those of you who are watching this live, I'm changing my schedule to Sunday through Thursday instead of Monday through Friday. To help accommodate my brother streaming, and then also just, you know, giving me some time off on 2 days out of the week. So, you know, it'd be nice to not have to worry about a stream on like Saturday, but Sunday might be a little iffy, but there's also not a whole lot really going on in my life on Sunday afternoons, past like going to church and just resting. Really, that's about it. So, let's see. Just checking out guild chat one more time, but people are just talking. So I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching. We'll just see how things go. I have noticed the slight, ever so slight, decline in subscribers. We lost one. We lost one, but it's fine. I do appreciate y'all for watching, and you know, I just hope that things are going well in your guys' lives. Things aren't too bad, and to be honest, I mean, in just a live stream today, we earned 300 million. So realistically, if I ever had to like grind for, you know, a couple hours to get a couple hundred more million silver, I can definitely do that. But I would prefer to take the best possible amount of time spent for money profits. Does that make sense? That was a horrible way to explain it, but you get, Agris for 1 hour versus non-Agris for 2 hours. They're essentially the same. That's how I feel about it. So for me, that's probably what I'll end up doing, is I'll probably end up just spending the time on stream, maybe doing other games if I have grinded for the day, or I might just start playing some other games. I got the Terraria Lava World we can revisit. I know I've been referencing that and kind of hinting at that, and I really should get back to it again. So I don't know exactly what I want to do. Like Sundays, I don't really want to do Black Desert, so I might take, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off of grinding. If so, I might just do like an hour at Jade with Agris, kind of build up some Agris for the streams, or just maybe do something else. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out logistically speaking, but Sunday through Thursday, Wednesday being the only exception, a little bit later, like 7:30 at night. Otherwise, most of the time will probably be about 5 to 8. Kind of like this time period. So thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe, take it easy, and God bless. Bye-bye.